Well, part of the problem, which I alluded to before, is that the courts changed the definition of obscenity. The change began in literally the 1930s at the lower federal court level, and it reached well, the first peak in 1957. By 1970, obscenity laws were virtually unenforceable. In 1973, the Supreme Court, the Berger Court, revisited the issue, came up with a three-part definition. The material must, taken as a whole, appeal to the prurient interest and lack serious value. And in addition to that, it must depict hardcore sexual conduct. And I think that the court was trying to find a balance. And, between, once upon a time, if material was intended to incite lust, it could be prohibited. So up until the 1930s and particularly 1957 and then again in 70, these laws were enforceable. But this three-part, I mean, the court meant well, they were trying to restrict the reach of obscenity laws to hardcore pornography. And part of the definition was that the material, if it was to be obscene, it had to depict hardcore sexual conduct. And, had they left it at that, and maybe a little bit, if it depicts hardcore sexual conduct, barring this, it can be prohibited. We wouldn't have the problems that we have today. But they added in a community standards test and, prurient appeal and this and that and serious value, something else. And by that time, it left the door open for pornographers' attorneys and pornographers to put up a good defense in any obscenity case.